morning. It is Tuesday, and I did not film anything that I did this morning, which wasn't much. I did my devotional, and I did a extended stretch because I've been spending a lot of time sitting, and I've been doing like my hard workouts that I like to do. But I thought this morning I would just take it down and just stretch my hurting muscles. So I did that. I made some coffee in my favorite mug, as you will probably come to notice. I love this mug. It's my bigger coffee mug, and I love Paris, so it's my favorite mug. So I have my coffee. I'm actually steeping some tea because this is almost done, and I'm gonna have some tea after, and I'm gonna get into it. Etsy has been really slow, like really slow for the last little while. And so I haven't had any sales. I didn't have any sales last week. I had a few sales the week before, a few sales the week before that. But since then, I haven't really had anything. So instead of like getting down about it, I've just been trying to do updates and then also work on my own shop off of Etsy. So I've been doing a lot of that, trying to get out of the negative headspace, like, why am I not getting any sales? And just focus on what I can control. But last night I got a sale for an ornament, of course. Ornaments are like my best-selling items. I mean, it was the main thing that I was selling on Etsy, but like since, the ornaments, I have a lot more stuff on there. But ornaments, even in April, are still selling for me. So I got an ornament sale last night, and I'm going to work on making that today, because why not? I like to, if I get an order, I usually try to start it right away, and then I can get it out either the same day or the next day and just, have that done. So you'll see me work on that today. So I am heading over to my designs because I am going to be working on the small greeting cards that I actually use as thank you cards that I attach to each order. But I don't have one for Philadelphia yet, so I am drafting that up real quick. And then I'm going to start making the ornament cards that the ornaments go on. Okay, so I have printed, using my sublimation printer, I have printed Philadelphia. So this is the order that I got. It's for this one. I originally thought it was this one, but this is why it's good to double check your orders, because I offer the Midnight Sky version, which, I mean, the whole ornament is basically taken up with ink. And then I have this white ornament, which the ornament itself is white, and then it's just the design itself with the words that would be printed on it. So this one is a little bit cheaper than this one. It's $2 difference, because obviously it takes up a lot less ink. And there's a little less going on with like the sky. This one has some snow all on the bottom. So I got an order just for one, but what I'm trying to do in preparation for next Christmas, the Christmas season, is every time I get an ornament order, I'll print like an extra one or an extra two. So the last order that I got an order for a New York ornament, and I ended up printing another two because New York does sell a little bit more. This design was actually a custom design that I'd done for somebody. They wanted one side Philadelphia, the other side Toronto. I already had my Toronto ornament, but I didn't have Philadelphia. So I went ahead and I made this one. So it was up in the shop a little bit later than the rest of mine. So I didn't really get any sales other than the custom one that I did. So this is my first like organic sale, I guess, for this design, which is exciting. So what I am doing now is I'm just going to let these rest. I'm going to heat up my press. And in the meantime, I showed you these two sheets that I have here. So essentially for every order that I get, or every ornament, actually no, every order that I get, I like to send a little mini card, a little mini thank you card with it. So I like to match it to the destination because that's just kind of what I do. It's my thing. And yeah, so I have like this Christmas one. So I offer this color, a white one, and then the blue to match the ornament. And then this is just going to be my evergreen option. So it's not Christmas themed, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. But it just says Philadelphia, whereas this one says Merry Christmas from Philadelphia. And then I got rid of all the Christmas stuff. So there's no snowflake, there's no Christmas trees, there's no snowman, and there's no snow. It's just your everyday option. So I'm gonna cut these after, and I am making these ornament cards. Now making one for Philadelphia. I only have a couple destinations right now. I don't have for all of them. So what I did do was I have a generic one for the ones that I hadn't made. And then I had like Montreal, I have India, Rome, Nova Scotia. I have an Anna Green Gables one, Vietnam, Sydney, Cambodia. I have New York, and I have London, which has disappeared on me in Canva, but I have a London one as well. So now that it's a much quieter time, what I'm trying to do is if I get an ornament order and I don't have that destination ornament card, I'm just going to make it. And I'm going to try to do these things ahead of time because I really just don't have time during the Christmas season. Since I just make everything myself, it takes a lot longer. So I'm making an ornament card. I'm going to heat up the heat press. I'm going to press these two ornaments, this one to be packaged and shipped today or tomorrow. And this one is just going to be packaged. Not packaged, but I'm going to, stick it to the ornament card and have it ready to go in case I get another order.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to pressing the actual ornament. Now it's taken me a really long time just to get this process down right. I have broken so many ornaments over the past two Christmas seasons, just trying to figure out the right pressure and all that jazz. And it's been a frustrating journey. So I finally figured out how to get the perfect press without breaking any ornaments. So I purchased two silicone mats. It was actually a pack of three, but I just used two of them. You'll see they're the blue mats there. One is underneath, that's the thin one. And then I have a piece of parchment paper that I put over top of it. Then I place the ornament print side down. And then lastly, I have the thicker silicone mat that is sandwiched between two other parchment papers. And then I press down. And I press for 350 seconds at 400 degrees. Now, my temperature has also changed over the last couple of years, just trying to figure out how long I need to press it for and at what temperature. So many different people say different temperatures, and I really just had to do a lot of testing to figure out the right one that worked for me. So for now, I do 400 for about 350 seconds. Okay, so I am testing out this microphone. We were not planning on doing any voiceovers, but your girl ain't trying to type everything out, so I am just going to have to figure my life out. So you're just going to need to bear with me. I mean, you don't need to do anything, but if you want, just bear with me as I do some different testing, as we go through some different audio functions, because I am new to all of this. Okay?
There's honestly always a moment of, did this turn out good or not? Just because of all the misprints that I've had. But I feel pure satisfaction when I pick up an ornament and it looks so good. And this one looks good. I am so happy with how it turned out. Okay, so the ornaments are done and they are just cooling down. And in the meantime, I have started my ornament cards. I am just formatting that, and then I'm gonna print it. And by the time that's done, um, these ornaments should be cooled and I can pack them up. And then that's about it for this. Yeah. So my ornament cards are printed on this thicker paper that I also use for my greeting cards. It's very thick, so sometimes this printer, which is my like heavy duty printer, sometimes you have to push it, like you have to guide it through so that the paper takes. Yeah. Don't know if you needed that information, but there you have it. So these are for the regular ornaments. And then when I do my glass ornaments, that's what this white one is for. So I'm just going to turn this over, put it back in there, and I'm going to print the other page. I'm quickly just double checking just to make sure that I have it in the right way, because I have had many misprints where one side was either printed backwards or upside down, and I'm really just not trying to waste paper like that. Sometimes it goes through all on its own. Alright, so we've got our front side and our back side. Now I just have to cut it and then round the corners. Alrighty, so I am getting ready to cut these corners, make them all rounded with my trusty corner crupper tool. I actually don't know or don't remember the name of it, but it works wonderfully. And I am also watching a webinar that I'd forgotten that I had registered for. This is something that kind of happens a little often, but it's a good thing that I send myself reminders, because I would miss a lot of the things that I register for. So I have been absolutely terrible with my email marketing strategy, as in kind of just it's been non-existent. So I pay for a subscription which comes out monthly, and email marketing is just something that I have struggled with and that I really am trying to work hard on. And so I signed up for the webinar just to kind of try to get back into things and try to focus a little bit more and gain some new strategies on working on my email list, because I have some subscribers, which I'm thankful for, but sometimes I just feel awkward sending stuff out. So I really just need a little bit of help in figuring out what to send, when to send it, and all that fun stuff using Flowdesk. So you saw me just using my small hole punch to cut holes in all of the ornament cards, and I'm just using this tool just to make the hole a little bit bigger. The other hole punch that I have is way too big, and I use that one for when I am making my glass ornaments, because the ribbon that I use is a thicker one, and so that bigger hole punch works perfectly. Voiceover Shiloh here one last time, just to say that I use my phone for recording and to capture all this content, and my storage completely ran out, so I actually wasn't able to get the final part of this packaging video, so I'm just going to show you at the end what it looked like. But thank you so much if you've made it this far. This far. I appreciate you being here. It means the world to me, and I will see you in the next video.